I found a military medal hidden inside my grandfather's toolbox. Nobody in my family knew where it came from. I thought I was cleaning out my grandfather's workshop. Instead, I uncovered a promise he'd spent 40 years trying to keep. Me, 40 years old, inherited my grandfather's old workshop after he passed away. Grandpa was a mechanic his entire life. His garage smelled like motor oil, sawdust, and old coffee. As a kid, I spent countless Saturdays handing him wrenches while he fixed lawnmowers and old pickup trucks. After the funeral, my family asked if I wanted anything from the shop. I couldn't bear to throw everything away, so I spent weekends sorting through his tools. Most of it was exactly what you'd expect. Rusty sockets, old screwdrivers, coffee cans full of bolts. Then I picked up the heavy wooden toolbox Grandpa always kept locked. Nobody knew where the key was. After a little searching, I found it taped underneath one of the drawers in his workbench. Inside were neatly organized hand tools, and beneath the false bottom, a small wooden box. Inside was a military medal I'd never seen before. It wasn't engraved with Grandpa's name. In fact, it belonged to someone completely different. Tucked underneath the medal was a faded photograph of two young soldiers smiling beside a military truck. One was Grandpa, the other wasn't anyone I recognized. There were also dozens of handwritten letters. Most began with the same sentence. "If you're reading this, I'm still trying to find your family." The real twist came after I contacted the military archives listed on one of the envelopes. With their help, I pieced together the story. During his military service, Grandpa became best friends with another soldier named Daniel. They served together overseas. Near the end of their deployment, Daniel was killed during a rescue mission. Before it happened, he handed Grandpa his medal and asked him for one favor. "If I don't make it home, make sure this gets back to my family." Grandpa promised he would, but after returning home, every lead went cold. Daniel's parents had moved. His siblings changed their names after marriage. Addresses disappeared. For decades, Grandpa kept searching. Every few years, he'd write another letter, just in case he ever found them. He never threw a single one away. Using modern genealogy records and military databases, I finally located Daniel's granddaughter. She had never even heard the story. A month later, we met at the local Veterans Memorial. She brought her father. I brought the medal. When I handed it to them, her father just stared at it. Then he quietly said, "My mother spent her whole life wondering what happened to this." We stood there talking for hours, sharing photographs, stories, old memories. Before we left, Daniel's granddaughter hugged me and said something I'll never forget. "Your grandfather kept a promise longer than most people keep friendships." That sentence hit me hard, because she was right. He never stopped trying, even when everyone else would have assumed it was impossible. The medal now sits in Daniel's family's home, where it always belonged. And I still have Grandpa's toolbox. Every time I open it, I think about the man who refused to break his word. Funny enough, I thought Grandpa left me a box of old tools. Instead, he left me the chance to finish the most important job of his life.